Hi.
Hey, it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be a cozy one. Hopefully it's one of those crisp, bright, sunny winter days. It was supposed to rain all day today, so I was like, I'm gonna film a hibernate with me video today, and I woke up and it was like sun shining. I'm like, I'm not complaining, but even though it's like a crisp, clear morning, it's still a great day to hibernate. We're going into today with a little bit of a different mindset than some days because all my kids are home, which for us is special because I have a kindergartner and a second grader and they're at school some days of the week, most days of the week. And so it's nice when we can be all together. So I just thought today we could have a little, just more of a relaxed, cozy day all around. And I thought I'd start by making some breadsticks, which as I'm talking here, look at my yeast just foaming up out of here. I love it. The recipe is on my website. It's what I've been making since I was a kid at home. Although Josh is not crazy into soups, I love a good soup, so I thought I'd make some soup for lunch. So what goes better with soup than breadsticks? I don't know what, especially homemade ones. I just need to add my yeast mixture that had sugar in it, and this is oil. And I have some flour, garlic powder, salt. It's a really basic, really easy recipe, and then you can jazz it up with whatever toppings you want. But just some good, fluffy, basic breadsticks to go with a new soup I'm trying. Oops. It's called fire roasted tomato chicken tortellini, I believe. I splurged and got the fun cheese-filled tortellini at the grocery store. And this is with bought flour, but I do have on my list here in the coming week to grind some of my own wheat berries. I have some in the cupboard there, and then we'll try something with them. But it's gonna be an experiment for a while till I get back on the horse. I tried it about a year ago, making bread with my wheat berries, and I just never had a great success. So I'm going into it with a different attitude this time. So let me know if you'd like to be taken along on that journey. I just have a KitchenAid attachment for my mixer, and that's what grinds wheat berries, which is awesome. I only had to spend like 50 bucks, I think, off of eBay, but they're not even that expensive if you buy them new on Amazon. So anyway, here's the dough. It's coming together. I'm gonna let that rise while I work on our soup. And you can hear my dishwasher running in the background. That's because it was supposed to run overnight and it's been acting really weird lately. We have a part coming in. And I know it's like it feels kind of bratty to complain about a dishwasher not working, but it's so life-changing. Like, it totally messes up your daily rhythms. My young married sister was over and she said her dishwasher is not working at all. Like, ours will randomly start, randomly not start. You just have to like play around with it. But she said hers is not working at all right now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I know, I feel your pain. It's crazy. I don't know how these people that like take out their dishwashers are surviving and thriving. I love running my dishwasher every night while I'm sleeping. It's the best. It gives me like back probably an hour and a half of my day, if I'm being honest. Okay, I'm gonna set this bread over here on the table in this sunny patch and let it rise. Okay, so while that's rising, we are gonna get started on it is called fire roasted chicken tortellini soup. I'm very excited. And I'm gonna half the onion in it. I don't like onion at all, but if I do like half of what it says and make sure I chop it super duper fine, we'll be good. So I gave the kids a bunch of chores to do, so they are getting those done and they're playing in the basement. So it's actually kind of nice. My baby's down for a nap and I get to be just in the kitchen cooking. I'm sure they'll all wander up here eventually and watch me, especially my 3-year-old. He's so fascinated with cooking, which I love, but I also love some solo time in the kitchen, not gonna lie. By the way, my 7-year-old daughter picked out a knife block for me from Target. Her and Josh were walking around and she just thought we had to have these gold knives. They'll probably last a year at best. They're nothing great quality, but the joy on her face giving them to me, I'm not returning them. There's no way. We're just gonna use them and they're pretty and we'll try to take care of them, not put them in the dishwasher and stuff, and we'll see how long they can last. I'm still not at the age of life where I feel responsible enough to get one of those crazy expensive knives like my mom always had, but maybe soon here. What's a good Mennonite without a good knife anyway, right? I'm gonna take these onions to the next level here and use my little Tupperware chopper I've had since we were married. It makes the onion pretty much undetectable in your soup because it's diced so finely. So my daughter and I have been really enjoying cooking together, especially baking. As one of her Christmas presents, I got her a membership to Craftsy. They were running a deal, Craftsy.com. They were running a deal for $1.50 for a year's subscription, and we looked at it and we're like, yeah, this would be fun to do together. She's all about quality time. She's always planning little book parties and stuff. Like, quality time is definitely on her love language list for sure. And I thought we could have fun together and bake. I was particularly drawn into all the fancy like baking. We're actually doing a cookie class right now. Me and Evonnie, we have the dough made. We still have to decorate them and learn all about royal icing and flooding and piping and how that all works. There's a class I'd like to try later called Homemade Salty Snacks. That one looks good. There's sewing on here. I know some of you guys like to sew like I do. The reason I decided to sign up was because I saw they were running a promo for signing up for a year for $1.49, and I am working with them on today's video, so they're extending that promotion to you guys as well. I also put the QR code right here if that's easier for you. So if you go to go.craftsy.com/meganfoxunlocked and you're one of the first 1,000 people to do so, you'll be able to get a premium membership for $1.49 as well. It's for those people that just want to keep learning. It's fun. It's not like you need to turn whatever you learn into a side business or anything like that. You can. There's some crazy high-level tutorials on there, but there's also just stuff for fun. They have more than 2,000 exciting classes in over 20 popular categories: knitting, crocheting, quilting, sewing, painting, drawing, cooking, baking, cake decorating. There's writing, journaling, fitness, gardening. There's so much. Anyway, so I'm excited to see what we'll do in the coming year, and I think you guys would like it as well. And they're always creating new classes, and so it's always fresh and new. So again, the first 1,000 of you who go to go.craftsy.com/meganfoxunlocked or use the QR code here will get a premium membership for $1.49. Adding some salt and pepper. I love this Moldon sea salt. Flaky salt. I need to top her off. Are you gonna play me a song?
It sounds cool.
Wow, you guys have a little band going, huh? Okay, while I enjoy my peaceful harmonica music, we'll add some tomato paste here. My mom got Miller a harmonica for Christmas. My sister-in-law is like, oh my word, that's gonna drive you nuts. And for some reason, I can take that. Like Evonnie practicing piano, clunking around, it doesn't bother me. I don't know, I love that they like to play music, I guess, and I wanna see that more, so I'm all about it. Okay, I'm adding fire roasted diced tomatoes. How good does that sound? I just got the generic brand, but I'm sure there's fancy brands out there as well, but Walmart grocery pickup order. I often, if I'm not filming when I'm cooking, which is most of the time, I love to listen to, I found another new podcast. I'm on a podcast roll lately. I don't know, this is for a niche audience. It's called the history of the early church. And so if you're a Christian, this will apply to all of us, whether we're Catholic or Protestant or Mennonite or whatever, anything, because it starts back in 30 BC, you know, when Jesus was around, and it keeps going from there. I'm on episode 22. The guy's a little dry. I think he's like a college student. Like, it's not like there's all kinds of high production or anything, but just the stories and the facts and everything in it is just so captivating, interesting. Like, where did the Bible come from, and like who were the first martyrs, and who actually walked with Jesus, and what did they have to say, and how did the Bible text come to be? There's a lot of storytelling involved in it, so that's what captivates me and sucks me in. Fresh grated parm, and I did get the fresh. I usually do. I need this rind for the soup, which I've never done before, so I'm kind of excited. What, you just throw the rind in and it gives flavor? I'm all about it. Okay, and then I have a little secret here. I have been canning my own chicken for years and years now. I'm huffing and puffing after running up and down the steps. I should have sent you for the chicken, right? I do not share this on my channel. I'm not telling you to go can your chicken in the oven, but I've been doing it for years. It's going back centuries and centuries. There's a right way to do it, and it's just so handy to grab and pull off the shelf. You could freeze chicken too, guys. There's lots of other ways to do it. You don't have to can it, but it calls for 1.5 cups of chicken, and this stuff is so soft. I'm not even gonna pre-shred it. It's cut in like little chunks. I'm just gonna drain it off and pour it in, and it'll kind of fall apart as I'm stirring the soup together. I'm telling you, this stuff's amazing. 4 cups of chicken broth. This Parmesan rind, and then the chicken. Break that up a little bit right here in the soup. Okay, my dough is almost ready. So while that is simmering, it needs to simmer a little bit before I can add the cream and the tortellini and all of that. I'm gonna tidy up my kitchen here, make those breadsticks, and keep this cozy hibernating day going.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay.
So I'm not actually feeding the kids the soup and breadsticks now. That will be for later on, either supper tonight or lunch tomorrow. But I got their lunches ready for them here in these little to-go boxes because we're gonna head to a fun library that we've never been to. They just rebuilt it in Lancaster City. You excited to go? Yeah, the kids have been wanting to go. We drove past it and it looks so fun, and my friend said it is really fun. So the kids are gonna eat their little lunches to go. We have beef jerky, a Baby Bell, or string cheese, depending on their preference, sliced up apples, an apple cinnamon rice cake, and a little Hershey Kiss. And then they'll bring their water bottles. Whoa, look at the view. Look out here. It's so pretty. Okay, so this freezing cold day turned out to be so beautiful. Forget the hibernating for a second. We decided to randomly go down here to the Swedish candy store, see what we can find. Maybe we'll have to do some taste testing. I have never been here, but I've heard all about it and I'm excited. Okay, so here is the Swedish candy. It's very pretty. The colors are not as vivid, which I love. I love like the pastel colors, which I guess, yeah, the baby's sitting in front here with me. Look at that. Okay, this is the one that I immediately wanted to try. For some reason, it just like looks Swedish. And I looked up what the difference is between Swedish candy. Basically, there's less artificial flavors and food colorings, and the texture is different. And I don't love this one. But I'm not a gummy girl either, so it has really good flavor. I just think the texture is kind of chalky. Okay, here's a cute little peach soda bottle. Kids, what did you think of yours? Oh my word. It is not peach. It is grapefruit. and it is divine. It was $8 for this little container. I mean, the kids each took 2 out, so it was a little fuller than this. It was like $8, but oh my word, we will be back. That one's good. I could be a gummy girl if it was Swedish, I think. Uh-oh, the baby saw me. No gummies for the baby. We have these little Swedish fish, these little sand dollar things, and a bunch of flavors of like different peach rings. Okay, we're gonna take some of these home to Josh. He is the gummy king. He loves gummies. Wow. That was a splurge and not on the agenda at all, which is so fun. Okay, we are back. The best thing about the library is that commute home afterwards. It's like silence. They're all looking at their books and it's just wonderful. Let's try this soup. I came home and just reheated a little bit of it. Honestly, I've been taste testing it as I've been making it, so I kind of have an idea of how it tastes, but I did not put any Parmesan or red pepper flakes on it until now. So let's see how it tastes. Can you see the ratio of like broth to noodles? I think it's like perfect. And then I also topped these breadsticks with butter, and then I use like a sopressado type of spice blend from Trader Joe's, but normally I just do Italian seasoning. Okay, now for the soup. I never buy tortellini, so this is exciting. It is so good, I almost feel emotional. There's so many flavors. It's fire roasted tomatoes. Wow. Okay, this is so good. I hope my family likes it. If not, that's fine, more for me, but I'm gonna be making this more. Normally when I share recipes on my channel, I like to do recipes that I made before and I know that we love them. And this one was kind of a wild card, but wow. It is just so good. I have a bunch of whole chickens in my freezer, and I often don't know what to do with the leftovers after we eat the first meal. There's always some leftovers. Chicken salad, like what else? We don't love casseroles and stuff. That recipe is going on the list. Oh my word. Wow. Anyway, this is when I normally sit down and I work on YouTube and my side hustle and all that. But in keeping with this whole hibernation holiday type of vibe, I feel like moms sometimes when we want to have fun, we just have to have fun by doing things that already need to be done, but maybe in a more fun way, or do a fun version of the thing we were planning to do already. If you know what I mean. Am I making sense? I did a vision board, well, I'm almost done with it, for 2025. I've done them for the past couple years and I just like them. I'm a visual person and they're fun to do, and I don't manifest with them or anything like that. It's literally just like goals and they're fun to look at. And this year I decided to do it 1 quarter at a time. So I'm just doing like the winter months, Q1, and then we'll do spring, summer, and then fall. And then I think Christmas time, I will make like a Christmas bucket list, and that's just what it will be for December. So I'm gonna finish that up, and then I'm also gonna take the first step towards making one of my business goals and dreams come true. And it's like, why not? Instead of just dreaming and wishing, why not? I mean, the worst they can say is no, right? So I'm typing up a little business proposal here for something, and who knows? Maybe something will come of it, maybe not, but at least I tried. And I think that's something I definitely learned in 2024, is that you get one life to live, and live it to the fullest. Don't be afraid of people saying no. Maybe it's something that people in your circles don't do, or it feels weird or unusual. If it's something of value to you, it is absolutely worth it. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here, eat my soup, finish up my Word document here, and okay, it suddenly got really gloomy and cloudy, and so I decided to move over here to the fireplace. And there was a project I wanted to work on while the kids were napping. We've been kind of in a transitional phase with our kids' ages and nap times. We're always gonna probably have a quiet time / nap time. Everybody needs their own personal space throughout the day at some point, including me. And so I always make them all go up to their rooms, and the 5-year-old always takes a nap, but it's pretty short. The 3-year-old always takes a nice long nap, and the baby always takes a nice long nap. So it's the bottom two that really need the nap. And then my 7-year-old, she will sometimes fall asleep, not often. Today she did, but she'll often just be in her room for an hour and then she'll come downstairs and she knows she's supposed to do something quietly. It's quiet time and I feel no guilt sitting at my laptop and working because this is like her free solo time and she loves it. I love it. It's a great system. It's not a great system when the 5-year-old wakes up the 3-year-old coming down the steps. And so we're still navigating through all of that. But for the most part, I still have a quiet time and I plan to have that for a long time, even though I know it's gonna get shorter as the kids get older. But my project I wanted to try was, I've been seeing all these sweaters. Oh, I think I saw like a Christmas haul or something. Do you guys know the brand Love Shack Fancy? I walked into one of their stores one time in New York City and while it's very young, maybe for myself, I just think it's so pretty and it's fun to look around inside. Very maximalist feminine. But look at these sweaters. They just inspired me to just upcycle a sweater that I already have. So I have this brown one here that I actually wear quite often, even though it's very boring and basic. I thrifted it. It's from Old Navy, I think. Probably spent $4.99 on it at Goodwill or something, who knows. But I thought I could maybe replicate this one right here. I'll put it on the screen. I did pick up some ribbon just at Walmart. This is like a dusty rose, so I could do that and just like lace it through and add to bows. Or I'm thinking maybe more just go with the cream, which it does have a subtle like kind of tint to it. No, it's pretty much cream. I think I'll do this one for now. And maybe if it works out, I can do this to a white sweater for Evonnie just to jazz it up and make it more fun. So we'll see if it works. And I saw one tutorial of this and it was not a great one. So I'm just gonna kind of go rogue and use my basic sewing skills that I do have already. So I'm just gonna put a safety pin on the end of the ribbon. I'm not gonna cut the ribbon because I don't really know how long I need it to be, but I'm just gonna clip this big old safety pin onto the end and that will be kind of like my needle that I can thread through. I'll probably actually turn it like this so I can poke that end through the sweater. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of do V-shaped, heart-shaped. See, the reason I picked this sweater is because it has kind of a detail to it already. I can kind of follow the stripes and not worry about getting crooked. But yeah, let's see what happens. Crafting and hibernating just feels like they go together. Josh's brother just Snapchatted the family group chat. He is in Florida right now. I'm so jealous. As much as I love a good wintry day, I would love to be in Florida right now. They're down there. He's a teenager. He's 19, I believe, and him and his friends are down there just like, they all took their bikes down in a trailer and their motorcycles. And so they're just like cruising up and down the coastline and doing all the crazy guy stuff, you know. Oh, I had my time of that too. I remember I think I was still 18, we took a giant maxi van down full of school teacher girls over Thanksgiving vacation. And we just lived in Florida for like 5 or 6 days. And then I came back and got engaged. That was like quite the trip. But yeah, Black Friday shopping and, ooh, I think this is gonna look good. Yeah, just good times. We may or may not go to Florida this year. We're not sure yet. But basically we send our kids to school. It's a Christian Mennonite school, but they have a schedule and they can't just take off whenever they want willy-nilly. So we kind of have to decide when we're gonna go, and we probably should go over Easter vacation so that they don't miss as much school. So I don't know, we will see. I just don't know. Easter vacation this year is in April, and so I'm like, April? If we made it till April, we pretty much made it to summertime here in Pennsylvania. Like, do I wanna spend the money then? I don't know, so we will see. Wait, oops, I'm using the pink. I was gonna use the cream. What do we think? Is it a little too precious? I'm gonna take it out. I think I would wear it more if I used the cream. Let's see. I also have a white sweater sitting over there. I think white and cream would look so pretty too, but it's a new sweater and I don't wanna poke holes. I guess I'm not really poking holes, but I don't know. I feel much better about trying this out on a thrifted sweater first, so that's the route we're gonna take. Look at that fire I built. It is so cozy. It got really cold in the house.
I can see you far and wide across the ocean, above the clouds. In your presence I am free. I hear your whisper through the wind. Right now There's no place that I would rather be. So let this moment last. I've searched myself, I've tried to figure out who I am, and you were always there to lift me up. 'Cause no one else can make me love like you. You give me strength, Lord, I finally know where I belong. I can feel you in the sunlight and through the cold nights when I close my eyes. I am walking, oh Lord, beneath the starlight, a love so pure. Now, there's no place that I would rather be. So let this moment last. I've searched myself, I've tried to figure out who I am, and you were always there to lift me up. 'Cause no one else can make me love like you. You give me strength, Lord, I finally know where I belong.
Okay, here it is. Let's try it on. It took longer than I thought it would, actually. Over half an hour, I would say. Oh my goodness. It's cute. Is it too young for me? I don't know. I think it's adorable though. Oh my goodness. I'll just pretend I'm 22 when I wear it. It is so cute. Oh my goodness, I need to make one for Evonnie. She would love this. And it's probably a little more age appropriate for her. I don't know. You know what? You only get to live once. I'm gonna wear this, guys. It is adorable. I'm not sure how I'm gonna wash it though, because I feel like the little stitches took some finagling to get them nice, and every time I wash it, I feel like they're gonna kind of pucker up and stuff. You definitely can't dry it because the ribbon is going to like kind of melt somewhat. Oh my goodness. Why does this make me so happy? Because it's pretty. I mean, who doesn't love a good bow? Okay, so there's a simple, quick DIY for you, and I still have 2 rolls, but here's all the tails that I cut off. If I would have known how much I needed, I wouldn't have had to thread it through so far, but I just did not want to go through all the work and then realize when I got to the end that I didn't have enough fabric left for a nice, big, worthwhile bow. And if you think about it, they kind of look like little hearts going down. I saw some where they put bows like on the sleeves. If this had the puffy sleeves like my one sweater does, I think that would be cute, like the puffy sleeve and then their cuff and then the bow. I think that would be cute, but this is enough. I definitely think it's definitely busy enough. So there we go. This shirt is at least 10 years old. I just have hung on to it for so long, and now it has a new life. Cute little DIY for you. As far as this evening and hibernating, the sun is back out again, so I might go on a little walk when Josh gets home. Some things we like to do in the winter just to make the days pass, and like evenings can feel so long if you're not careful. They really don't feel that long to me anymore. Last year they really did. This year they fly by so quickly, and I think that's because we eat a little bit later. I used to try to have supper ready at 5 when Josh got home, and now I've actually been trying to go on a walk quickly, because if Josh gets home at 5, there's still a little bit of daylight left. I can squeeze in a little walk, and then I will make supper. So by the time we're eating, it's like 5:45 or 6. And then Josh will often go down to the basement and play with the kids, and I'll just finish up the housework We don't do a ton of family time currently in the evenings, like all 6 of us together. It's usually like some kids with me, some kids with Josh, and we both are trying to be half productive. I'll try to do like tax seasons coming up and all that, try to get some tax stuff done for his business and mine, or there's always things on my to-do list that I didn't get done, which I'm trying to do better at not having that in the evenings. But yeah, sometimes Evonnie and I will both take our showers way early and we'll sit in bed together and have like a little book party, she likes to call it. Oh my word, it was so cute. The one night she sent me this little handwritten invitation and it said, will you be able to come to my book party? Please RSVP. Can you bring a face mask? And then there's like a checkbox for yes and no. And like, it was so cute. She definitely loves her quality time, but I got her the Grandma's Attic series for Christmas and she read through the whole box in like a week. So I'm glad we got some books at the library today that she could read. And even Fletcher in kindergarten, I'm amazed. Yes, private Christian education is so expensive, but my goodness, they get such a good education. Like they're reading before Christmas in kindergarten, and he loves school, so it's not like they're pushing him too hard. It's just amazing what their little minds can soak up. They have full passages about memory memorized, and he's a whiz at math. It's just amazing. Anyway, so I just thought Evonnie is the whiz and Fletcher will be a little bit more of a struggle, but they really work hard with them at school, and I'm reminding myself that it's worth it. The money is worth it for sure. And just to have teachers that I respect and look up to obviously is priceless. So Pennsylvania has their farm show here in January, and so we want to go do that. Maybe take the kids to their first rodeo ever. There's a free high school rodeo the first Saturday of the farm show week, and then there's like a paid professional not PGA, that's golf. PBR, is that it? Rodeo the next week, and you pay for it, and it's very loud, and I'm not taking him to that one. So maybe we'll stop in at the free one. Josh is going on a trip here soon, so I'll be solo momming it. It's really not that slow of a January, honestly. There's a lot of things happening, and it's exciting. Josh was just on the phone with me. He's like, oh my goodness, maybe we should just like chill out a little bit till our kids get older, because there's just some stuff that we have in our schedule that's like, oh, is it worth it? Is it not? You know, especially with like small kids and everything. But honestly, like, sure, he can go off on a trip and I can stay home with the kids and stuff, but for myself, like, my life can't just be on hold till the kids are grown, you know? And I want them to have the experiences and the life lessons that come with traveling and social engagements and things like that. So it's definitely not as easy though with 4 little kids trailing along behind you. So I don't know, it's always that balance of home and away, and giving your kids experiences, but also understanding that there's lots of life lessons that can be learned in the boring and the mundane parts of life too. So anyway, speaking of boring, there's absolutely nothing boring about this shirt. So go try it out for yourself. Also check out Craftsy and do it quickly. That way you can use that discount and get a premium membership for the next year for $1.49. Amazing deal. And let me know if you found a good class and which ones you enjoyed, or if you're doing it with a daughter or a child or just by yourself. I would love to know. I think this would be a great gift to do if you need something to hang out with your grandma or something as well. My grandma's such a crafty person, so yeah, we'll see. We're just starting our adventures on Craftsy, so check it out down below, and I'll see you all next week. Bye, everyone. Okay, as much as I would like to call myself an independent, capable woman, I am not the world's greatest fire lighter, so Josh started getting me these. We have a whole bin of them out in the garage, and you just plop this log in the fire and then you just light the ends with this bad boy. And away it goes. That is the secret to the magic of an instant fireplace. He wants to put a propane insert in, and I'm like, no. I just love a real fire. The crackling, the actual heat, and it's just like a very amazing candle, honestly. So now I do need to go grab a couple pieces of wood to lay on top of it once it starts burning up, but look at that. Oh my goodness. Where there's a will, there's a way, even if it's an unaesthetic torch like this. There you go. I'll link it below. Just kidding. I mean, I'm basically a Girl Scout at this point.